Honestly, I'm gonna need Ryan to start killing some people. I'm just saying he's been on now for a little bit. I haven't seen Ryan strangle anybody yet. He came close, but Laura fucked it up. I'm gonna need him to start choking some people. I'm just saying, like, this storyline got to start moving. I'm gonna need him to start killing some folks ASAP. So apparently, I guess he has Kevin under an alias at Ferncliff named Todd Williams. And it's so funny because if memory serves me correctly, Todd Williams was Ryan's alias back when he was in Texas. So I wonder if anybody hears the name Todd Williams, I wonder if Felicia hears the name Todd Williams, will she understand? Like, will she know? Because I believe she knew Todd Williams was Ryan's alias back in Texas. Because I believe it was before she got amnesia or something like that. Somewhere around there. I got to reacquaint myself with that storyline again because I could have sworn that was his alias back in the day. And Ryan is a son of a bitch. Like, he was just sitting there laughing and shit because he got his own brother all doped up on drugs. I'm like, Ryan. But he really do need to start killing some folks. Laura was not with the shits today. Like, he kept blowing her off. She was like, okay, are we going to see each other for dinner later? He was like, I don't think so. She was not with the shit. Then here comes Scott walking his ass up. She gave Scott the quickest hug I ever seen in my life. Like, as soon as Scott gave her a hug, she just it was like she just pushed him off. Like, I was like, damn. Like, don't be hugging her, because I don't blame her, though. I mean, that is her ex-husband and stuff like that, for her to be hugging her ex-husband in front of her current husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably just didn't want to give Kevin the wrong signal. But Felicia, I mean, not Felicia, Laura, she's had it with this bullshit. Like, she knows something's up with him. She know it got something to do with Ryan. I don't know why people continue to go to this man. They keep thinking he Kevin. I'm like, Alexis goes to him now. She, I guess, taking back her therapy sessions. And Ryan was basically, I'm surprised Alexis didn't notice it, but Ryan was basically not giving her any solutions to her problems. Like, he just kept asking her, what do you think about it? What do you feel about it? Like, he was not giving her no direct type of answers. Because you know how you ask somebody a question, they answer the question without actually answering the question? That's what he kept doing. I'm surprised she didn't notice it. Um, I'm like, because usually therapists actually give you some answers, some insight into some shit. He wasn't giving her no type of insight. He basically kept trying to get her to figure out her own shit. I was like, how is she not noticing that shit? He's like the worst therapist ever. Um, Ryan just kept sitting there after Alexis left. He made out some little hit list or whatever the fuck that shit was. He got a list of people names up there, including Felicia's. And when Laura came into his office, he was gone by then. And she found his list with names up there. And she was like, what the hell is this? And Ryan appeared behind her and stuff like that in the doorway. He popped up on her like he was the fucking candy man. I was like, oh, hell no. The way he was looking at her and shit, I said, Laura, turn the fuck around and run. Run. You better get your Nikes on. Fuck them high heel shoes you wearing. Put your Nikes on and haul ass. That man looked crazy as hell when he looked at her. I said, oh, hell no. But Ryan do need to start killing some fucking people. I'm like, all it is, come on, Ryan, come through. Start strangling some motherfuckers because you're a little too tame for my taste. I'm just saying. If this was back in the day, Ryan would have been strangled a bitch by now. I'm just saying. Like, he would have been strangled somebody. Like, he just keeping his composure too much at this point. I'm like, he's a little too tamed. I said, damn, old age must be getting to you because you're a little too tame for my taste. I expected him to be killing somebody by now. So I guess Carly is now officially a part of this storyline with Ryan and Kevin. I'm like, oh, goody. Honestly, I didn't want Carly in this storyline. I really didn't because she's pretty much a part of two other storylines. The D.A. Dawson thing, the Michael and the baby switch. She's a part of both those storylines. Why does she need to be a part of this one? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't see a need to see another Corinthos a part of another storyline. I just don't need to see it. She's a part of too many as it is. Like, you're a part of two storylines. Let that be your quota. But I guess she decided or whatever to try to help the people that were at Ferncliff or whatever. because they don't have the resources that she has. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, they don't have a Jason, they don't have Diane, you know, to help her or to help them or whatever. I agree with her. I do, because you do have a lot of patients in there that, yeah, they are crazy, but they shouldn't be treated like animals. You know what I mean? So I do agree with her on that. And I am happy that she's doing something about it, or attempting to. I think that was pretty cool of her. But when she had that dream and shit about the Morse code and stuff, when Mike knocked on that door, when him and Stella were at the back door and they knocked and she jumped, Sonny looked at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, cause she just jumped soon as the door was, you know, he knocked at the door and stuff. She just jumped. Like, Sonny was looking at her like, yo, don't start that shit again, cause I will put you back in Ferncliff. That's how he was looking at her like, what the hell is wrong with you now? Like, she just jumping off of a knock on the door. I'm like, Carly, chill the fuck out. Like, she was just bugging. Like, even Sonny was looking at her like, you all right? Like, for real, I would have been wondering the same shit. Like, damn, bitch, it ain't nothing but a knock at the door. What you jumping for? Like, your husband's sitting right there, and I'm pretty sure he has a gun on him. So what you jumping for? If it was somebody to come up in there, like, surely he would have shot him. But it's like, chill out. I love the Sonny and Mike scenes. I always do. I felt bad though, because when Cameron left his bike at the back door and Mike saw the bike, he thought Sonny kept the bike that he supposedly got Sonny when he was a kid or whatever. But Sonny told him he never got him that bike that he wanted, because he wanted the bike for Christmas. But Mike told him he'd get it for him for his birthday. But Mike, I guess, used the money or whatever to bet on a you know, to gamble, and he lost. I felt bad because it brings up a lot of, you know, painful memories from Sonny's past when he was a kid. You know, Mike not being there, Mike not doing what he said he gonna do. I can totally, for me personally, I can relate to Sonny, because I went through that as a kid. You know, dealing with a father who always say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," but don't do what they say they gonna do. I've dealt with that shit too. Trust me, I've dealt with it. Um, you know, I can relate to that. You know, just having a deadbeat parent, and you know, I can relate to that. But I do feel bad for Mike. You know what I mean? I agree with Stella. I mean, he's having fun at the day camp, but at some point, you know, his condition is going to worsen, and they need to really think about long term. You know, those long term care facilities. He's going to need it. Um, I wish Oscar would have just told Jocelyn when they were at the park about his cancer, but of course he wasn't. And Jocelyn could tell that he wanted to tell her. He wanted to tell her something major, but he wouldn't do it. She could tell by the look on his face. And of course, her and Cameron are still going along with this game of pretending to date. I actually did like their scene today when they were in Sonny's living room throwing food, having like a little food fight, and Carly was sitting there smiling and stuff. As a parent, I would have been sitting there smiling too, but in the back of my mind, I would have been thinking like, okay, y'all throwing all this food all over my good couch and my floors. Who the fuck gonna clean all this food up? I'm just saying, because I know we got maid service and stuff, but y'all gonna clean this food up. I'm just saying, like, that would have been me. Like, I would have been laughing and shit, but at the same time, I would have told them, y'all cleaning this shit up. Like, I'm just saying, like, just so y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can throw all the food y'all want, or the crudité, or the dip, or the chips. Y'all can throw it all over the couch and the floor. Well, y'all better watch that couch, I'm just saying. Because that couch do look like real Italian leather, so y'all might want to chillax with the throwing of the food. But I would have just kindly let them know. You know, it's all fun and jokes and games. You know, y'all can have y'all fun, throw y'all little food, but at the end, y'all will be cleaning all this shit up. So get the broom and get to sweeping. I would have let them know real quick, because you ain't tearing up my good furniture. I'm just saying, like, you know, the parent, you know, if I was a parent, that's what I would have said. You ain't tearing up, you can have all the fun you want, but you're not tearing up my expensive good leather. I'm just saying, like, that's leather. You ain't fucking that up. I don't need shit. I got a suede couch in my living room. We don't even let nobody sit in that. I'm just saying, like, you know, got to preserve the furniture. Shit, furniture ain't all that cheap. I'm just saying, like, suede, leather, that shit ain't cheap. That shit cost a pretty penny. Um, I think my couch cost like 400, 500. It's suede though. You know what I mean? I love suede, but I would never let, you know, we don't even let nobody sit in that living room. That living room nowadays, I don't think nobody really lets anybody sit in their living room nowadays. I think the living room is just for show. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us really even, I chill in my living room sometimes, but not as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, the living room is just for show. That's all it is. It ain't to chill. The kitchen is more for chilling. And I got a back sun porch, so it's more for chilling. But anyway, I did like that scene though. Jocelyn having fun. Speaking of Oscar, I'm sorry, but he would have got fucked up. What's this? He screamed. Oh. Oscar would have got fucked up talking to me like that. I'm sorry. He better be lucky I ain't his parent. I did like the fact that Kim checked him. Like, Kim let him know quick, fast, in a hurry that she understand he angry, but she's not going to keep tolerating that disrespect from him. I would have been the same motherfucking way. Like, I understand you angry, but you need to take that bass out your voice and watch your tone. I'm just saying, because you're going to get fucked up around here. Like, you got a right to be angry, but you better watch your mouth. Like, the way he was sitting there talking to Kim and talking to Drew, like, he told him, oh, you're a hypocrite. I don't give a damn if we are in public. That belt would have came off and I would have whooped your ass. I'm just saying. Because ain't no child going to talk to me like that. I don't give a damn what you mad about. You can stay mad. You know what I'm saying? Call Hot 93.7, tell them why you mad. I don't give a damn. You ain't going to talk to me like that. I'm just saying. Drew and Kim showed a lot of restraint. See, not to be put race into it, but I always wonder why Caucasian people never really whoop their children. You know, even on the show, I felt like, you know, beat your fucking kids. Like, that's always been a topic. You know what I mean? Even comedians joked about that. Because it's true. Caucasian people, a lot, not all of them, but some do not whoop their kids. I never understood. They always put them in timeout. I don't understand timeout. Because growing up, we were never rude or disrespectful. If we did get disrespectful, we get smacked. You know what I'm saying? You get smacked or you get a good ass whooping. That's just what it is. You know that. But again, though, a lot of parents nowadays, even black ones, Mexicans, Puerto Rican parents, all colored parents of any race cannot whoop their kids no more. You want to know why? Because DCF, all these, you know, cops and all that, you know, get involved. Talking about nowadays, they make it hard to discipline your kids. Back then, you got fucked up. Nobody could say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they threaten all type of jail time and all that bullshit, trying to talk about abuse. And that ain't abuse, motherfucker. That's discipline. Shit, all that timeout shit don't work for these kids. They need a good sound ass whooping. I bet you you whoop a kid ass one good time. I bet you they'll go from all that hostile and all that disrespect to yes sir, yes ma'am. I bet you. How much you want to bet? Whoop their ass one good time. I bet you'll get a yes sir and a yes ma'am out their mouth. I bet you. That's how we was raised, you know, growing up. That's just how we grew up. You know, you got a little rude sometimes when you got in your little attitudes and shit, but you got corrected real fast. I just didn't like the way he was talking to his parents. I'm like, I know it's a show, but even on TV shows, I've seen parents whoop their kids. Like, even on TV shows, they would get the belt. Even for a daytime show, I'm like, Drew, you should have hemmed him up or something. I'm just saying, like, you ain't gonna talk to your daddy like that. Neither are you gonna speak to your mother. Neither one of your parents you gonna talk back. Like, I understand he's angry, but my big question is, and somebody in the comments brought this up, I think on Friday. I think it was Friday or the other day. They were like, first of all, he's trying to hire Alexis. Number one, how is he gonna pay Alexis? Good point. Two, if you want to emancipate yourself, how are you going to live on your own? How are you going to support yourself? I'm just saying. Like, he's 15. You can't get a real job at 15. Not unless you work at McDonald's part-time or something. You know what I'm saying? Even that salary ain't enough to provide for yourself. So I'm like, how you going to do all that? Like, clearly Oscar did not think all this through. Clearly. I'm not surprised Alexis took the case, though. I'm really not. I'm not shocked that she took the case. Because she feels like he, you know, should be doing his own thing, making his own decisions. But he's 15. He's still a minor. You know, this is something serious that he should have some input in it. But as far as final say, that should go to the parents. He's only 15. I could see if he was 20, 18, 19, 21, you know, 18 and up, I could say he could make his own decisions. But below that, no, that's your parents. They should make that decision for you. So anyway, Alexis, I kind of see Alexis's point a little bit about Christina. I mean, Alexis came from a family where, you know, Mikos controlled the kids. You know, Stefan and Stavros, he controlled everything about them, from what they wore, what they read, what they ate, what they did for activities. He controlled everything. With Alexis, he controlled her too. You know, he made decisions for her. So even though she doesn't want to be like Mikos and stuff like that, I think she comes off as Mikos sometimes when it comes to her kids. But at the same time, I kind of see her point of view. Like, she feels like Christina can do better than being a bartender, which I totally understand, because everybody wants the best for their kids. When it comes to education, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to spouses, everybody wants what's best for their child. I can totally understand that. But there's a difference between wanting what's best for them and controlling them. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that they get the best. You know what I'm saying? They are adults. Christina's figuring herself out right now. And I feel bad for Christina. You know what I'm saying? Because she's on a downward spiral. She sees people around her with these great careers and people are doing things, and she feels out of the mix. Like, she's just out there. She doesn't know her place. So I can totally relate to that. But drinking yourself into a stupor and stuff is not gonna help you. She's literally sitting in a public park getting drunk. I said, bitch, put that damn liquor down. Like, you see your mother done went through alcoholism. Put that damn bottle down. Like, she took a whole big bottle. Well, it was half a bottle. She took a whole big half a bottle to the head. Like, she just chug-a-lugging. I was like, if you don't put that shit down, what the hell wrong with your life? And she really got pissed when she called Parker, because she thought Parker was out on a date and shit, just having the time of her life. But Parker is actually, just, I guess she's out with friends or colleagues or whatever. That was a big mistake on her part to even call Parker, because calling Parker is a trigger for her. But I feel real bad for Christina, though. But I understand where Alexis is coming from, but she just needs to back off. Like, I understand you want to be there for your kids. You want what's best for your kids. You just need to back the hell off and let her make her own decisions. Let her do that. Whether you feel like it's a good decision, bad decision, that's up to them. You know what I'm saying? It's up to them now. It's not up to you. Back off. Let her do her thing. As far as her representing Oscar, like I said, I understand why she's doing it. But at the same time, Kim and Drew ain't going to be here for it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to be pissed when they find out. I seen the promo and Kim looked like she slapped the shit out of Alexis. I said, damn. She slapped the tar out of her. I said, well, damn. I seen that smack. Her head went all the way around. I said, well, goddamn. Her shit went around like The Exorcist. I said, well, shit. I can't wait to see that episode. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.